Hi, Karen here. Today is my Monday Connect with Karen, and I'm on the road on the way to Iowa from Wisconsin. And I am going to speak to you today about what I do when a client enrolls in one of my programs and what is the process they go through before the first session. But before I do that, I wanted to talk a little bit. I've had some time to think as I've been on the road for the last 4 hours and have another hour to go. I wanted to talk a little bit about the power of having a team, having a tribe, and also having a business coach or someone to keep you accountable. Now, I offer the Attitude of a Champion program, and what I do in a lot of the program is I use a lot of the leadership qualities and what I learned in my leadership group. So I am heading to Iowa because I am on the way to a retreat with a team of men and women that I met in my transformational self-development course 2 years ago, and we have gotten together 4 times now. We're all entrepreneurs. One is a wellness coach and health and wellness coach. One is a celebrity chef, Crystal, and she is a celebrity chef for people like Snoop Dogg, Ellen DeGeneres. She has her own business. She also has what we call Sports Nutrition Lab, which I am the mindset trainer for, and it is a program, online and coaching program for professional football players and actually professional athletes. And one is a woman's coach, one is a soul wealth coach, and she coaches millionaires. One is a yoga instructor, and she has her own business, and she's also a dancer. And one is a divorce coach. And we get together and we trade ideas, and we spend 4 days talking about personal and business. And it's a retreat, and I love it, which is why I had the idea to offer a retreat at my house on the lake. Well, we're all going to Iowa. We're meeting from California, Texas, Arizona. One's in Puerto Rico. She can't make it. There's a couple from California, one LA, one San Francisco. And we are all meeting, and I am so excited because, like I had just said, the power of a coach, the power of someone to keep you accountable, and the power of someone to stretch you is, to me, it's priceless. And when we want to up-level ourselves or our business, when we have a team or a tribe or a leader or a mentor, my belief is that we can go that much further. I have this group, which we are in connection on something, it's called Voxer. It's like WhatsApp. And we check in every couple days. We update ourselves on our lives. We ask for feedback. We give each other feedback, how to up level, how to be better in our relationships, how to be better in our business. We share ideas. Oh, one is a YouTube. She's a YouTuber, and she has 2 million followers. So I get to learn from her this week. I'm super excited. That's Tiffany. So what we do is we go through that. And when I work with people with Attitude of a Champion, it's not only teaching how to be a performance mindset expert and how to use sports hypnosis to get a more successful practice, have a more successful practice. It is also breaking through blocks and up leveling. We do some VIP days. And I just believe that, challenges and accountability are so important, which is why I'm sitting here doing this, because I committed to do this every Monday. So there's a little bit about that. On my way here, I'm learning an angel course because I have been doing a lot of spiritual learning. I'm taking an angel course from Angel Gray, and I was listening to the course. I was connecting with my son Josh, who's in heaven from the motorcycle accident, and just talking to him about some of the things that are going on in my life and asking him to be with me today as I traveled. And lo and behold, as I was connecting with him, I was thinking about him. There was a semi directly in front of me, that lost a tire. And we were heading into a construction area, and he had to stop very fast, and he stopped traffic. And I was afraid I was going to get rear-ended. I had gotten rear-ended 2 months ago in downtown Chicago as I was driving through on my way home from the Heartland Hypnosis Conference. And so that was a little crazy. I was like, oh geez, not again. Yet I'm still waiting for the insurance to get my car fixed, my vehicle. And I just felt this overwhelming presence of Josh being here. So I did a bit of crying, and it's like when it hits you, when you lose a child, well, I guess when you lose anyone, but it felt like I could feel it. I feel it like there's so much hurt. Like sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. And so I moved through that, and here I am, and I'm choosing to get super excited. I'm choosing joy. I cannot wait to meet with these powerful businessmen and women and share ideas for the next 4 days. And so that brings me to what I wanted to share with you today. And that is simply, I wanted to share that when I have a client enroll, so my process is that when I set up a discovery call, they call me on the phone, and I give them my phone number, my business phone number, and I say, call me at the scheduled time. If they don't call me, that's okay. I'm already studying the step one of what Jason Linett calls the velvet rope. Oh, and speaking of Jason Linett, Martin Castor Peterson, if you're ever watching this, I'm going to tag you. You remind me of Kyle Gray, and Kyle Gray reminds me of you. So every time I hear and see Kyle Gray, I think of Martin Castor Peterson. So if you guys ever want to know anything about angels, he's the guru. And okay, so sorry, like squirrel, right? Okay, back to what I do. So I set up these discovery calls. I speak to everyone on the phone. I can do it anywhere. Like I've had a couple of discovery calls today when I was in the car, and they call me, and I talked to them for a few minutes, talked to you guys about that last week, just being authentic, what I do in a discovery call. After that, most of them say, hey, how do I sign up? And so I send them a link to my online calendar, and they find a date that works for them at a time. My online calendar sends them to a link that is an intake form in my active campaign, which is like MailChimp. That's my customer service program that I use, and CSV that we call it. And so then that they will fill in an intake form there, which goes right into my forms. And there's also a form in there that they get to fill out, which has some questions for them and how serious they are and what they're working on, what makes their heart sing. And then from there, they get a video, kind of like the pre-talk video. What is hypnosis and how does it work? If they are athletes, because I work with a lot of athletes, there is a how does hypnosis work for sports? And I ask them to definitely read it after they fill out the intake form before the first session. And then my Calendly will go ahead and send them reminders, and they show up in my office. Paperwork's all done. Oh, and they pay for that. So I always offer programs. I tell them what the program fee will be, and then they pay for the first session before they come in, and then the rest of the program I have them pay in my office. That's not, maybe it's not perfect. It works for me. That's how I do it. So that's kind of the system that I've set up. I know some of us, that techie stuff is really tough. Hire a VA and pay them per hour. You know, you can hire VAs other places in the world for like $6, $10 an hour on Upwork, and have them set up a program like that. So if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to expand on that or give you more. Just comment below, send me a private message and say, hey, can you go through that again, or what does that look like? And I am here to help you and to serve you. And so if there's any other way I can support you, let me know. And if you want more information, let me know. If you're interested in my Attitude of a Champion course that is starting this fall, I am still enrolling, and I am super excited to get more ideas this week. So thank you all for joining me today, and I will see you next week.